Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to today's video. On today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make the best beef ragu this side of Italy. And it's really simple. I would say it's quick, but this is a slow cooker jobby. So this is going to probably allow for about, depending on the size of the pieces of your meat, probably a good 8 hours. But the good thing about this is that you can get it done over the night before or in the morning, and you don't have to worry about it at all until serving time. The only thing you have to worry about is the pasta. What we want to start doing first is you want to preheat your slow cooker. If you don't have a slow cooker, just have it in a pot like this on really low throughout the day, and that would suffice. So we're going to have it on like a high heat. So what we're going to do first, we're going to brown off the meat. Once your oil's heated, add your meat to the pan. I'm trying to use a zero contact here. There we go. And you just want to brown that off. And what that does is that locks in moisture, that locks in flavour. So whilst this is browning off, I'm going to discard of this and then we're going to start cutting the veg. So whilst that's browning off, you want to start cutting the veg. So we want to start off with the onion. I sharpened my knife yesterday and it feels like butter going through this onion. I was looking at my past video and I was like, oh, that's struggling. But not today. And I'd say about a small dice. Keeping in mind, all this veg, like the carrots, the celery, the garlic, and the onion, all of that is going to be cooking for nearly 7 hours, 8 hours in a slow cooker, so it's almost going to melt into the sauce. So it doesn't really matter how well you cut it, because as long as it's within the same size. That's the core, we don't want him. I need a bigger chopping board, so if anybody wants to send me one, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Oh, that was almost a finger gone then. I can literally feel how sharp this knife is. And I'm getting onion everywhere. I'm definitely going to need a bigger board. That's my next purchase, I think. So come back over to your meat. Beautiful. So you need to think about this logically. So what's going to cook quicker out of all these ingredients? It's going to be Mr. Carrot here, because Mr. Carrot's hard. So peel him. Get rid of any black bits like that. And then what you want to do, I'm going to cut them down to size. It's easier to cut it into 3 and then down. I'll use a bit of cinema magic in a minute, and now we'll have all the carrots done. So all this is, all that brown stuff is actually water and fat, and it's flavour, so don't chuck that away. So stick them in here. Now, you see all that brown stuff at the bottom, that's flavour. So we want to stick our carrots in first. Whilst our carrots are cooking, we want to prep our celery. That'll cook near enough same time as the onion. So we'll chuck all that in at the same time. Carrot, a bit of a stir. Beautiful. Now we're just going to prep our garlic. So the quickest way to peel your garlic, it's literally to crush it. So I'm not finely chopping my garlic because what I want to do is I almost kind of want to have the garlic cook slowly, and the thicker you cut it, the more slowly it will cook, which means you'll have a nice sweet hum of garlic in the background. So we're going to add the rest of our vegetables. And give it a good stir. We're going to add some tomato puree. As much as I can get out of this. I'd say a good plug, and I would really recommend using proper wine. Do not use cooking wine because it doesn't really have any flavour to it. It doesn't do anything apart from give it colour. So just a tiny little bit of red wine. Not too much because I want to have some later. I'm going to cook that in. That will also deglaze the bottom of the pan as well. So yeah, wait for that to do its thing. Let's have a little clear down. Okay, so we've just had a little clear down, and this is lovely and becoming nice and opaque. The onions are becoming sweet, the carrots softened up, and now you want to add your beef. Stir that in. And what's going to happen to this in about 8 hours on a low heat on the slow cooker is it's gonna, all the veg is gonna sort of soften and melt down and create flavour, and all that beef is gonna sort of break down and become really tender, and it's just gonna amplify the sauce and become really rich. So that's gonna be our next task. So we want to stick in some passata. And what I like to do, if you ever end up, excuse the dishes, I haven't done a breakfast dishes yet. What you want to do, if you have any passata left over, grab a little bit of water, give it a good shake, then add that, because let's not waste nothing, and that's empty. And I'm not adding any salt at this point, because if you add salt now, what it will do is it will basically cause the meat to become really tough really early. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to season this just before I'm about to serve it. So that's all mixed in, that's all nice. Now it's time to add it to the slow cooker. Beautiful. Got a little bit of like stuff on the bottom, try and deglaze that pan a little bit. All this is flavour from the beef, guys, so we don't want to waste that. And also it makes it easier to clean as well. There you go, look at that flavour. Beautiful. So it's in the slow cooker. Give it a bit of a stir, make sure it's all evenly matched, and there's a perfect amount of moisture in there. You don't want it too dry, but you don't want it too wet either, because you'll just end up with soup. But then you don't want it too dry, you'll just end up with like really concentrated. It's just not good, basically. There's no other way to say it. So stick your lid on, and that is you done for about 7 hours, 8 hours. It is currently. So it's currently 11 o'clock in the morning here, guys. We're on Sunday morning. And we're probably not going to have dinner till 5:30, 6 o'clock. So this is going to have a lot of time in the slow cooker to grow flavour, and it's going to be the most beautiful pasta in the world. I'm going to show you what pasta I'm using. I'm using This is malfada corta. It's a little bit smaller than pappardelle, and what I like about this pasta is like it's small little ones, but it's all these ridges here, they catch the sauce, and the sauce almost buries itself in amongst all those little crimps. So this rigatoni, pappardelle is and penne is the best pasta to use for a dish like this, because it just holds all the flavour in it, you know, especially the rigatoni. It's almost like little mini what are they called? Cannellonis. Basically the sauce buries itself inside, so when you bite into the penne you get the explosion of sauce in your face hole, and it's bloody marvellous. So yeah, I shall see you guys in about 8 hours when this is done, and this is going to be absolutely fantastic. So see you then.
3 hours later.
Hey guys, actually, you know what? Yeah, you got me in my dressing gown. It's Sunday. What can I say, guys? Sunday is a day of rest and relaxation, and boy am I achieving that big time. So it's about 3 PM and I'd say about halfway through the cooking process. So what I've done is I've actually added some oregano, some dried oregano, and if you remember, this is slowly falling apart now, as you can see, and the sauce is slowly, like, you can see where the sauce was up here, so it's actually slowly reducing down as we're going, but it's kind of hard to do this. I ain't got anything else, but you can see that the meat, it's hot, is falling apart. Oh, it tastes absolutely fantastic. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my favourite secret ingredient, a rich beef knorr stock cube. These just taste incredible. You know, if it's going to make something taste incredible, that's what it is at the end of the day. And we're going to stick it in like that. And I'm just going to stir that in, and that's going to amplify. Did I say that right? Amplify. There we go. Flavour. You can see how dark it is already. It's like getting really dark and rich. Let's have a little taste. Let's see what we're eating with here. Oh. Yeah. So that tastes absolutely banging, guys. So halfway through the cooking process, add a rich beef stock, and then carry on. See you in another 3 hours. Boom. Hey guys, hope you're doing well. It is now about 5 o'clock in the evening, and I've just checked the ragu, and the ragu is looking absolutely incredible, and it tastes so good already. And I hadn't even seasoned it yet, apart from giving it a bit of oregano and beef stock earlier. So right now, I've got going on is some boiling water. So you want to always season your pasta water. Now that looks like a lot of salt, but you need a lot of salt for pasta. Best way to find out if it's perfectly seasoned or not, give it a taste. A little bit more. You want your pasta water to be salty like the sea. Sorry, I'm a bit of indigestion. I've been on the old red wine already. Yeah. So this is about 200 grams of pasta here, 100 grams each. The water's boiling, and the ragu, if you can see it over there, is looking dark. It's rich. You can see how much it's reduced by. So what we're going to do now is we're going to stick the pasta in. Beautiful. And whilst the pasta is cooking, we're actually going to mash the ragu. So the beef is so tender, it's ridiculous. But I kind of like mine like a little bit more mashed up, you know. So get it in there, It's really, really, really good. It's like I need to show you actually how tender the beef is. If I could try and get a chunk that I haven't mashed up. There we go. Just look at this, guys. I'm barely touching that, and it's falling apart. It is absolutely sensational, that is. So the pasta's going to take about 6.5 minutes to do its thing. So I'm just going to mash this up. You don't want it too mashed, because you want some, you want some texture in here. You want some chunky bits. You want some small bits. But that is actually mashed down to a nice sauce. Wash it in this pan here. That is fantastic. Now, you need to think about the seasoning. So let's have a little, see what's going on here. Wow, that is incredible. So, definitely need some salt. A lot of pepper. Give that a stir. I mean, you can see how much it's reduced by as well. And also, what I love about this, it's not watery at the bottom. Sometimes you find if you make a ragu and then you serve it, you've got a bunch of water at the bottom, and you don't want that. So let's give it a go. That, do with just a tiny little bit more salt. You have to remember there's a lot of tomato in that, so tomato requires a lot of salt, but we don't want to over season it because we're also going to get flavour from the pasta that's also been seasoned. But you want it on the edge, you kind of want it. My goodness, that is incredible. Absolutely incredible. So I'm going to stick the lid on that. We've got about probably 5 minutes left for the pasta to cook. I'm going to drain the pasta off. I'm going to save some of the pasta water just in case. And then we're going to add the sauce to the pan, mix it up, put it inside our lovely bowls here, which I've got preheating in the oven, because I hate serving, even at home, I hate serving hot food on cold plates. It's a chefy thing, but I recommend you guys do it anyway, because it keeps your food warm. So, just going to stick them back over there, stick them on high now. And then this pasta's probably got about 4 minutes left, and then we'll get on to serving it. Okay guys, so it's been about 6.5 minutes right now. The pasta is al dente, and al dente, for those who don't know, means is Italian. It means to bite or to the tooth. And the reason you want it al dente is mainly because it's going to carry on cooking once you put the sauce in. And also, it helps your body digest it a little bit better, because if you have it really overcooked, it becomes spongy, and once it hits your stomach, it expands and you just feel really bloated. This allows your metabolism to actually work through the pasta and the food, so it's actually kind of a nutritional value cooking it al dente. A lot of people think it's a chefy thing, but it's not. It is a legit nutrition thing. So let's do that. There we go. Don't need any water. Beautiful. Just realised I need that. I was thinking that, I was like, don't I still need that? Yeah, I do. Right, here we go, guys. By the way, every time I say the word guys, you guys need to take a shot of espresso. Here we go. Look at that. Rich dark sauce. And look, I've even got some left over. That's what I love about this style of cooking, guys. Look at that ragu, man. And look, you can see it getting caught in the see the sauce getting caught in the, you see what I mean, where it catches it. You know what I said about earlier, that it catches it in the ridges. That's what I mean. And that's the joy of this kind of cooking, you know. And something that I like to do, but the Italians would kill me, So Alfredo, mate, if you're watching, or any of my Italian friends, which I have more of than English friends, please forgive me. I like to add a bit of butter to mine because it actually makes the sauce just a little bit richer. So beautiful. Cool, so the butter's gone in there, it's rich. Let's serve these bad boys up. Let's take my little ring light over here, bit of behind the scenes, and this. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. That's hot. Let's serve this bad boy up. See what I mean with the amount of pasta you need as well. This is 100 grams per person. Look at that, Gianni. Look at that. Oh, so exciting. And that, guys, is a beautiful beef ragu, slow cooked. So simple, so easy, really tasty. Let's give it a go. Wow. That the beef is so tender, so rich. That is sensational. Give it a home. Give it a home. Give it a try at home, guys. If you like this recipe, give it a big thumbs up. Share it. Subscribe to my channel. It's free. And I'll see you real soon. And enjoy this pasta with some nice wine. See you later.